Final update. My girlfriend said, "My friends are moving in. Rent-free. You can sleep on the couch." I said, "Okay." Then I changed the locks and packed her things while she was at brunch. 24 hours later, she and her friends were blowing up my phone. The dust has settled. The silence in my house is no longer just peaceful, it's victorious. It didn't happen overnight, but the dominoes I set up fell exactly as planned. Here's how it all went down. After a week of their relentless social media crusade, I finalized my plan. It wasn't about yelling or fighting, it was about presenting undeniable facts to people who had a vested interest in seeing them. It was a three-pronged attack. Prong 1, Hannah. I compiled a digital folder. It contained screenshots of Hannah's original texts outlining her plan to move her friends in and banish me to the couch. High-resolution screenshots of every single defamatory post and comment from Hannah, Olivia, and Marie. I made sure to capture the likes and comments from others to show their reach. A copy of the police report from the fraudulent welfare check, which officially listed the call as unfounded. The saved video file from my doorbell camera showing them harassing me, with Marie kicking my door. I drafted a very polite, very professional email. It was addressed to the head of human resources at Hannah's company, whose name I found easily on LinkedIn. Subject: a matter of professional integrity concerning your employee, Hannah. Dear Sir, my name is Jesse. I am writing to you today with a heavy heart regarding a situation involving one of your marketing employees, Hannah. I was her long-term partner until recently. I understand that personal matters are typically separate from professional ones. However, Miss, last name, and her associates have recently engaged in a coordinated online campaign to publicly defame me. I believe her actions demonstrate a profound lack of judgment and integrity that is fundamentally at odds with the values your company publicly espouses. To be clear, our relationship ended after Miss Hannah informed me of her unilateral decision to move two of her friends into my solely owned property, rent-free, while demoting me to sleeping on the couch. When I calmly refused these terms by changing the locks and placing her belongings in a paid storage unit, she and her friends began a campaign of harassment. Attached you will find a documented timeline of this behavior, including the initial messages, the subsequent public accusations of abuse and theft, and evidence of a fraudulent police report filed against me. This online campaign, which you can see as public, directly contradicts the image of trust and authenticity that Miss Hannah, as a marketer, is paid to represent for your brand. I am not seeking any action on your part, but I felt ethically obligated to make you aware of the character of an individual representing your company in the public sphere. Sincerely, Jesse. I attached the folder as a zip file and hit send. Prong 2 and 3, Olivia and Marie. This required a bit more digging. I found the property management company for their old apartment building through some public record searches. Olivia had foolishly tagged the building in some of her old Instagram posts. I sent a similar, slightly altered email to the management company, complete with a video of Marie kicking my door and screenshots of them bragging about their planned and failed squatting attempt. I framed it as a warning about former tenants you may consider renting to again. For Marie, the aspiring influencer, it was even simpler. She had tagged dozens of small businesses and brands in her smear campaign posts. I went through and contacted 5 of the most prominent ones: a local boutique, a coffee company, a skincare brand. I sent them the same folder of evidence with a simple note: FYI, this is the kind of individual who is using your brand's name in her posts. The consequences weren't immediate, it was a slow burn. About 3 weeks after I sent the email, I heard through a mutual friend that Hannah had been put on administrative leave